Hello, I'm AndraMarie and welcome to the video. So this one is very special today. This is one that I started out as a Christmas present for my sister. So this one, all of this footage is actually from December. I think I started about a week or a week and a half before Christmas. And so I had to do this all while she wasn't home in my room. And then since it was December, the light keeps changing and it's really dark. Like it's dark at like 4 o'clock. It's so hard to get the lighting right. So this one, okay, I guess this was inspired by a lot of things. I love flower crowns on animals. I think the first time I saw a flower crown on an animal was in a video about a photographer who puts flower crowns on pit bulls to make them seem more friendly in the picture so that they would be like more on the listing for the animal shelter website. They'd seem more friendly and approachable than just a scary pit bull. And that's actually something I kind of do with my German Shepherd. She's really sweet and she's really nice, but she barks when she first meets you. And it's kind of scary to have a German Shepherd barking at you. So I have this I have different those Hawaiian flower necklaces that you get like at the dollar store or the Party City store or whatever, and I put them on her and she looks a whole lot friendlier. And so she looks cute covered in flowers and it works. People aren't as intimidated by her. And so this is for, as I said, my sister, and she loves llamas. I don't know why, but I decided to paint her a llama and a flower crown. And this one was hard to film just because the canvas was so long and narrow. I think it's maybe like I don't know, like 15 inches tall at least, maybe closer to 20. I can't remember. So I did film this and I did set this up and everything, but I don't remember filming it like hardly at all. I was just so focused on the painting. So in this painting in this video, there'll be some parts where I talk while I'm painting and then there'll be the voiceover. So here I'm just going over my sketch with white outlines so that I can know where I'm going. You can kind of see the pencil marks in this one, not too much. I actually did a watercolor sketch of this that you will see very briefly in this video. That was the inspiration for this painting. And I did that while I was at one of my booths, like selling arts and crafts. And so I have prints of that one just because people saw me painting it and they requested prints. So I have a few of those. Even though this is the main attraction. This is what I was going for. So I don't film larger pieces as much just because it's harder to get them in frame, and I'm usually really focused when I paint larger pieces. So most of the paintings you see on my channel are like in my sketchbook. They're a lot shorter. I only have my camera on my phone to film, and it can only take about an hour of footage before it gets full, and I have to transfer that off. So it's very difficult to find a good balance of painting with the camera and not like having the camera be the main focus of a painting, like not to think of the lighting and the filming and keeping your head out of the frame and everything like that. So a lot of my pieces that I film are a lot smaller. But I honestly do not remember filming this one like at all. I think it was like the time crunch that I was under to get this done. One thing that's nice about this painting is that it is a long, full painting, but all of the detail is, of course, on the head. And then the rest of the painting is just the neck. So that made it pretty easy to be able to finish it in the time that I had. I'm trying out this more real-time format and like kind of like a sketch and chat kind of thing. So let me know how you like that. I love listening to people talking about what they're doing and why they're doing and like what thoughts are going through their head, whether it's related or not, as they paint. Lighting's kind of weird in this shot, so kind of clip most of this out, but you can see that I started on the eye and like just filling it in with white and starting the blocking in the ears and the eyes and the nose. So this painting, I only used 3 tubes of paint: white, phthalo blue, and red medium, or was it magenta? It was either red medium or magenta. I don't remember. And here I'm starting on the flower crown, which is definitely my favorite part of this piece. I don't really talk here much about how I do my roses, but if you want to look at that, I have a video about my acrylic rose and kind of an overview of how I paint them and go more into detail on that one. For these ones, because I was in a time crunch, I started off without a reference, and it actually worked out pretty well. Just really impressionistic, really loose roses for the flower crown. So I think after this point, you can almost just hear my thought processes, because I did talk to the camera while I was painting this. I feel like I spend just as much time mixing the paint, trying to find the perfect shade, as I do actually painting it. Which makes it hard to film because a lot of my time spent off camera mixing paint and stirring it and getting the tubes out and putting them back. I've been using a palette paper pad, For my paints, which has like pretty much streamlined the process for my painting, like I don't have to clean off a palette. It makes me, I feel like it's kind of wasteful, but it makes me actually paint versus my plastic and ceramic palettes. I don't want to clean them. I don't want to get them out. I don't want to get them dirty. So this has really been like a game changer for me. I actually have a plastic lid that I use for smaller pieces, and the texture of the plastic just makes it so the paint peels off really easily. So if I'm doing a smaller piece, I just use a piece of trash that I have. It works out fantastic. So in just a second, I think I start with the talking to the camera and get ready for a lot of indecision and a lot of sighing. I never realized how much I sigh when I paint, but I think it's hilarious. I guess you're just going to be backlit, but that's okay. Just finished the flowers. I didn't film any of that, but I'm going to add some more flowers and probably change the color of the leaves. I wish there was a little bit more room here because I don't want them to go off, but whatever. My reference real quick. A little sketch. I'm gonna go for it. Okay. Just do it. I feel like it looks better on camera than in person. Yeah, a little bit of white to it. Make it a little longer. I don't know, it looks great on my camera. I don't like it in real life.
make it a little further out. I messed it up. Yeah. Yeah. And if they can go up, I think they're heavy, so they're drooping down. But maybe I'll make one go up right here. Make one go down right there. One down right there. Create some balance. We should use a round brush instead of a wide brush. Let's do that. I think I'll give the leaves a different color too. I don't know if I like the lavender bits now that I've added them. Maybe once I see them all together, I'll like them. Gotta get this done as soon as possible though, because today is the 22nd, and I want to have this ready for Christmas. I usually work on it maybe Christmas Eve. Obviously, I want to spend it with my family. This is a Christmas present for my sister, if I haven't said that already. I hate it and I like it. What don't I like about it though? No. I made these like way longer in this piece than in my sample. Mm-hmm. So sorry with the changing light. The sun is setting right now. So I got these done. So I did it in odd numbers. Odd numbers look a little better than even numbers. I think if I had the chance to do it again, I'd definitely go through it with a little more thought, trying to create more of a depth overall. But it's okay how it is. I'm going to do a little bit of touch-ups. Overall, I think it's pretty much done. I want to change, actually, I want to change the color on the leaves to make them a bit duller. Pink's supposed to be kind of like the dominating feature of the portrait. I'm hoping by making it petals lighter and darker, I can differentiate them from the lavender bits and also make the pink pop just a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna go with a gray. Maybe a purpley gray. So I need to, at this point, I want to define some features of the face, fix the flower crown, create some more tufts in the neck, and then erase some of the pencil lines that are still visible on there. Right now I'm trying to create good gray. Okay, I'm gonna repaint the leaves with this gray color. Let's just do one, see if I like it. Oh no, that's way too close to the llama. No, that's not right either. Maybe you just have to stick with this blue. Okay, we'll come back to that. So probably have to get clean up my palette. Spent way too long mixing colors. Okay, let's go on to the eye, I guess. Okay, so I did something that I tend to do when I am just done and ready to move on. So on these leaves here, I just added multiple colors and just like fun brush strokes. Didn't really give them any depth or anything, just kind of gave them some interest and cheated. And I'm just gonna say you're done. I kind of want to hide these sketch marks that I was using, the outlines that I was using, just to keep them contained while I painted them. Now I'm just figure it out. So that one disappearing. See how I put my hand directly onto the painting? That's a really bad habit. Luckily the gray I didn't use for the leaves matched the neck perfectly to cover my handprint.
All right, so I actually have prints of this available on my Etsy shop as well as the watercolor llama you saw in this. The first run of prints and the water bottle stickers of this one that I made didn't go as well, so I'm currently having a giveaway on my Instagram. If you're interested in that, I'll have the link down below. And if you would like to get a print of this, you can check out my Etsy shop. So I said in the video that I didn't quite like how long the lavender flowers coming off of the flower crown turned out, but it's grown on me. I like it a lot now. All right, if you would like to see me do some live painting, you can follow me on Twitch. If you'd like to hear more sighs and the squeaks of my incredibly comfy chair and just indecision in general, you can find that on Twitch. You can help me make some choices too. All right, thank you for watching. I started a Redbubble shop, so this will actually be on my Redbubble as well if you'd like it into a larger size print or water bottles or whatever else I can stick it on. I have a Patreon that I just started if you're interested in that. I have exclusive blog posts only available to Patreons. And I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you next time. Oh, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.